Hi, my name is Monica. Now, if you're watching this video, it's probably for a reason. You see, I believe there's no accidents in this universe. So allow me to share my story and the story of Enerjii. It was in 2001 that my love and my passion for this industry called direct sales started. I was on a bridge in London on my way to work in 2001, and somebody handed me a card that said something like, "Excuse the unusual approach, I'm looking for unusual people." Now, at the time, we really had a good life. We just moved from South Africa, where I was born, to the city London, where we worked. We were travelling the world. We had a household income of 6 figures. We had the cars, we had the homes, and we had a good life travelling and seeing the world. So it wasn't that made me take action. It wasn't a need for income that made me take action. But at that time, there was a very profound realisation that I came to, and I'd like to share that with you. But before I do, let me just take you even further back. My father died when I was 3 years old, so my mum was a single parent to myself and my brother. I never asked my mum for money to buy any things because I knew we couldn't afford it. For instance, there was a time I remember at school we had to buy these specific pencils, and I was in a lot of trouble because I pretended that I'd forgotten. It's not as if my mother wouldn't have bought those things for us, but my brother and I were very sensitive to the fact that there was always worries about money. Where is the next meal going to come from? Are we going to be able to make ends meet by the end of the month? But my mum was a very special woman, and she was very unconventional when I grew up, so she taught me something special. She was never the type of person who did something because it's always been done that way, and she never conformed to the standards. And in the process, she taught me once to trust in my initiative, to trust in myself, and she taught me to be strong, question things, and not just conform to the everyday, what people think and how people think things should happen. So in the process, she also taught me that it's okay to be anything that you want to be. She made me believe that it's possible to become the person that I wanted to be. So when I was about 6 or 7, I remember announcing to Mum, I said, "Mum, I'm going to be a very rich woman one day, and you never have to worry about money again. And once I've taught myself how to be rich, I can just travel the world and teach other people how to be rich." And of course, Mum being Mum, she just went along with my story. She totally believed me. And to tell you the truth, I think she really did. So here I'm back on the bridge in 2001. We had a good life. In statistical terms, we were rich. But here's the realization I came to. I was conforming to the masses' idea of how things should be done, to mediocrity. I looked at all the people around me, and their heads were all down, their shoulders were down, no one was talking, no one was smiling, and no one looked happy to me. And I thought, here I am doing the same things as 95% of people do all their lives. Get up the same time every day, I brush my teeth, I go to work, struggle with the same problems every day, have lunch the same time, look forward to get home, then watch television and go to sleep. And in the morning the whole process starts over again. So that day on the bridge I asked myself a very important question. I asked myself, where would I be in 5 years' time or 10 years' time if things didn't change? And I didn't like the answer even one bit. From a young girl who believed she could do anything and be anybody and contribute to the world, I didn't like the fact that I had no time to enjoy life. I didn't like the fact that I was stressed constantly, rushing back and forth. I lost touch with myself because of being so busy. And I didn't like the fact that I wasn't contributing to a higher, bigger world or a bigger cause, and the fact that I wasn't helping people. So I decided to make a change that day. I called up the lady who left the card, and she was a doctor in the NHS. She started a direct sales career part-time. And at that point, my whole life changed. So this is where my relationship, my passion, and my journey with direct sales started. Let me tell you what I enjoy most about direct sales. I love the fact that it empowers people. I love the personal development. That's certainly been most important in my life. I love the fact that it creates hope for people, and it gives people opportunity and chances and answers to some of the most profound problems that people have in life. And it's also in this industry that I met my life partner, and this is where the story of Enerjii started. So Enerjii International was launched in July 2008. Chris Bolsover, our founder and president of the company, is very humble about his background and his experience about direct sales. So let me tell you about that. So Chris, with his experience, has turned direct sales companies around. He's launched more products and probably opened more international markets than many, many people in this industry. Somebody once explained it to me by saying there's probably only 2 individuals that is the most headhunted in direct sales, and that includes Chris. And funny enough, the second individual he was referring to at the time is also an investor in Enerjii International. But even more important, he lived through and he witnessed a lot of the mistakes that people in the industry made. So when I met Chris, he was semi-retired. Companies would call him in to turn them around or to open international markets, and he would do consultancy works, which was exactly what he was doing at the time that we met. So this company, Chris was looking for the next generation sales company, the next generation direct sales company that's going to make the difference in the industry. And we both thought, a lot of people thought, that is what we saw in the new company we were both associated with. But there were two big things missing. Number one, they wouldn't treat people very decently. And number two, they really struggled to keep things simple. So I asked Chris the question, why live through these frustrations if we've got all the passion, all the experience, all the know-how, all the contacts, all the connections and access to the most profound and the most brilliant products? We can launch our own direct sales company, a company that will treat people fair and decent, a company that will make it simple for people to build a business, that will make it easy for people to live their dreams, whether it's 500 a month or whether it's 5,000 a month or whether it's more than that. We can build that and help people live their dream lives. But you see, Enerjii is much more than just a good business opportunity. That's why our slogan says there's more. Enerjii is the coming together of people that think like us and feel like us, that want to make a difference to the world, that want to make a difference to their own lives, that do not want to conform to the 95% of people that never get anywhere in life, but want to make a difference in their own lives and those of others. It's a coming together of people who care about each other, of people who really want to work towards a better future for all. So I invite you to come and join us. Come and share this journey with us. Come and become part of the next big generation of direct sellers, multi-channel distribution, because with Enerjii we believe there's more.